Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I know it's super hot where I am, and we kind of seem to go to straight from winter to summer. We don't seem to have spring and falls anymore the last couple of years, but I'd rather it be warm. So anyways, I'm going to do a drawing salve today. I've had asked about this before, and there's several different types, and everyone's is a little bit different, but I'll just kind of give you my basic ones that I use. It's something are optional. You can, add different things. Like a lot of people use essential oils or add that to theirs. I do not use essential oils in anything, but I wanted to go through this, my kind of recipe, how I do, and things it's good for. So okay, so any kind of drawing salve, you think of if you have a splinter or bites, stings, any kind of poison, infection, boils, acne, anything like it's just a drawing salve. Now these, this is a black drawing salve, so it does have activated charcoal in it, which is extremely messy and it will stain your clothes. So whenever you do one of these, put it on there, cover it with some gauze and some sort of bandage, because it's going to stain your clothes, your bedding, whatever. But it's great to have in your go bag, your first aid kit, in the house, things like that. So the very first thing is going to be your infused olive oil. So before I go into that, with your infused oils that you're going to use for this, it's, like I've done it before with, you can do comfrey, dandelion, calendula, plantain. When you do an infused oil, it has to sit 2 to 3 weeks. So that's something to have, if you're going to use these, make different things, a lot of different things you can use infused oils for. You'll do one and then you can just go take out what you need when you make something like this, because this is going to take a little bit, so you can make the whole, drawing salve. But when you do your oils, it's something, it sits 2 to 3 weeks. You want it, whatever herb or plant that you're using to infuse, you put it in a jar, make sure you cover it, you put enough in to cover it with the olive oil. They work best if it gets heated in some way, because it helps draw it out more. Now you can take it and put it in a heat resistant type jar, and you can put the herbs in there and cover it with oil and put it in your oven on low heat for an hour, and then pull it out, let it cool completely, put a lid on it, and let it sit for 2 to 3 weeks. Shake it every once in a while and it's done. That's the easiest way to do it. You can, heat some oil, but you don't want to boil your oil. You want to heat it, and then you can, like on the stovetop, and then you can pour it over that, whichever way you choose to do it. And some people don't heat it at all, and they just, let it sit. And if you do it like that, usually you let it sit a little longer. So have your infused oil, however you're going to do it first. And the recipe will be 6 tablespoons of your infused oil, 2 tablespoons of castor oil, which is a good, drawing. You can use castor oil to do like eat cyst and different things alone. 2 teaspoons of beeswax. No, like my beeswax. You can get it in, these little, in the little bars, or if you are blessed to have access to, bees and you have that, however you want to do it. But that needs to be melted. The measurement for this is when it's a melted beeswax. And then 3 teaspoons of your activated charcoal. You can buy it in powder, or if you have capsules. I always have capsules, so I just open my capsules and use it for that. The bentonite clay is going to be 3 teaspoons. I always have bentonite clay. It's just a powder, like, it comes in. Use that. Now, as far as 2 optional things I add to mine, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, is 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of zinc oxide, which I have that. Again, it's a powder. You can add that. Zinc is wonderful for your skin. It heals skins, burns, scrapes, anything like that. But that's good to have in there. But I don't always use it. And then vitamin E drops. I have vitamin E oil, or you can even do, and which I have before is like the vitamin E, like kind of gel caps. Just poke a hole in there and squeeze out that. You can use it like that. So when you're making it, of course, I'll put this in the description for you guys. You can combine the oils and the beeswax. And I do a makeshift double boiler for this. I just take whatever my jar that's heat resistant, and I just put that stuff in the jar, and then put a couple inches of water in a saucepan, and that's how I do it on low. you want to heat that until the wax is melted. And then when that is all melted, pull it off the heat, and that's when you're going to add your dry stuff. Your activated charcoal, your clay, your bentonite clay, your zinc if you're going to use that, and stir that up well. And then you can either sometimes, I leave it, which depends on the measurement and the canister I use to make it in. If not, you need to pour it immediately into the container that you're wanting to use. This measurement of recipe I gave, it's about a 4-ounce jelly jars. The little 4-ounce jelly jars, those work perfect for this. And, you just leave it in the container till it cools completely. You'll start learning your consistency. If you feel like it's not thick enough for you, add a little bit more of your dry ingredients, thicken that up. And then, also where you're at, it may, especially what time of year it is. If it's really hot, it may, not be as thick for you. But it'll keep it in a cool, dark place. Sometimes you can put it in the fridge if you want, or just in your pantry or whatever. And it keeps about a year. Anything where you have oils can go rancid, unlike unlike certain other things. But it works great. It's something good to have in hand. I make sure we always have it if we go out. If somebody gets stung by something, or a bite, or gets a splinter or something, put that on there. It'll pull it right out. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope it helps. Everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.